Hello everybody and welcome to the Transform Our World Youth Summit. My name is Kelly Van Oudenaarde and I am the Head of Education at Earth Cubs. Today's session is called Our Powerful World. I wonder what that is going to be about. So you can engage and interact with the session by using the Slido function on the screen. And if you have any questions, a member of the Transform Our World team is on hand to be able to answer them in the chat. So today's session, Our Powerful World, did anybody guess what it might be about? Well, it's actually about you have the power to be sustainable citizens, and you have the power to be able to protect our Earth. There are so many amazing creatures on this earth. I wonder if you can think of any. And while I'm putting the presentation up, talk to the person sitting next to you about what those creatures are and why you actually like them. Okay, let's see if you thought of any of these. So let's have a look. There are so many amazing creatures living on Earth that I wonder if any of you thought about any of these creatures. And I wonder if you know the names of them or any facts about them. Let's have a look. Did you guess an anteater, a jaguar, a sloth, a red-eyed tree frog, a bullet ant, or a green anaconda? I bet you did. So, anteaters are amazing. They can eat up to 35,000 ants every single day. Oh, that is quite a lot of ants for anybody really, isn't it? There's a jaguar. Now, jaguars are amazing because they have those black spots all over them. And they are actually called rosettes. Did you know that? And we have sloth. Now, the sloths have quite bizarre bathroom habits. They go down the tree once a week and they do their business. You know what I mean by that. And then they do a dance. Can anyone show me your sloth dances? We have a red-eyed tree frog, and look at those piercing red eyes. They can actually be totally camouflaged. Does anyone know what camouflage means? Camouflage means when you can blend in perfectly with your background. Wonder how they do that. I think they put their front legs in front of their eyes. Can you do that and be totally camouflaged? Does it work? We also have the bullet ant. And the bullet ant has the most painful sting ever. And we have a green anaconda. And a green anaconda can grow up to 7 meters long. And you probably even be able to find them much longer than that. That's just an estimate. I mean, that is very, very long. All these amazing creatures, the plants, the animals, and the insects, we call that biodiversity. And all these creatures are connected. They need each other to survive. And we need to help them survive. So we're connected to them too. Being an Earth Cub is about being connected to the things around you and your nature, the animals, the plants, the animals, the insects, and protecting them. You have the power to protect them. And you can do that by being more sustainable. Does anyone know what sustainable means? Sustainable means making sure we don't use everything up on the earth, because if we do use too much, it might run out. So we need to be careful about the things we use on earth to make sure that we have resources left. It's really important that we do lots and lots of things to help the planet and to make sure that we protect all these amazing creatures. And you do have the power to do that. And we're going to play a game now. It's called What's Good for the Planet? What's Bad for the Planet? Now, plastic bottle, what do you think? Is it good for the planet or bad for the planet? Call out now, good or bad? Yeah, you guessed it. It is bad for the planet. Plastic has so many uses in the world, but when it's bad for the planet, we call it single-use plastic, and that means you can only use it once and then it gets thrown away, and then that plastic ends up in landfill. Landfill, when it's there, it doesn't decompose very easily. Plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose, so it's much better not to use single-use plastic. Let's see the next one. A reusable bottle. Do you think it's good for the planet or bad for the planet? Shout out now. Yeah, it's good for the planet. It's good for the planet because it's reusable, and that means you can use it over and over again. I bet some of you in class have a reusable bottle. Well done, if you do. Let's see the next one. A car. Do we think this is good for the planet or bad for the planet? Well, we all use cars, don't we? I mean, I have a car, and I bet lots of you in class have a car, and you go on journeys in that car. But when a car isn't good for the planet is when we're using it on short journeys and we're not going very far, and we could be using things like bikes or walking instead, which are much better for the planet. The car puts lots of bad gases into the atmosphere, and that causes global warming, and that's what we don't want. So we have to be super careful when we're choosing when to use the car. Let's see the next one. Bike. Do we think this is good for the planet or bad for the planet? Shout out now. It's good for the planet. It doesn't put any bad gases into the atmosphere. It's super healthy to use your bike because you get fit and strong, and you can get to go out and have a good time on it. It's super fun as well. And I bet lots of you have bikes and use them with your friends as well and go to the park in them. So that's really, really good for the planet. Let's see the next one. Wind turbine. Good for the planet or bad for the planet? Shout out now. Wind turbines are good for the planet. They use wind to make energy, and we need that energy for lots of things in our daily lives. Have you ever seen a wind turbine? You can see them sometimes on the coast, at the sea, and you sometimes see them in rural areas. You get wind farms with lots of turbines. Let's see the next one. Plastic bag. Do you think this is good for the planet or bad for the planet? Shout out now. It's bad for the planet. It's bad for the planet if you don't use it more than one time and you throw it away. And again, that ends up in landfill. What's better for the planet is using a reusable bag, which you take to the supermarket each time that you go. And then you can use it over and over again, and that doesn't end up in landfill. So that's much better for the planet. Let's see the next one. A running tap. Do we think this is good for the planet or bad for the planet? It's bad for the planet. Can any of you think why it's bad for the planet? Talk to the person sitting next to you about what you think. It's bad for the planet because it wastes water. We all need clean water, and water is such a precious thing that we all need. The Earth is so amazing, it can even make its own energy. We call this renewable energy. So renewable energy is like solar, hydro and wind energy. And what's amazing about it is it doesn't pollute the air and water of the Earth, and it can't be used up. We're trying to get more ways to use more renewable energy. Maybe you've seen solar panels on houses when you've been walking in your town or village. Maybe you've seen wind farms too. That's all renewable energy, and that's what's really, really good for the Earth. Non-renewable energy is not good for the planet. And non-renewable energy is like coal, gas and oil. It pollutes the Earth and it can be used up, meaning there'd be no more left on planet Earth. So it's really, really good that we have lots of ways to use renewable energy. Wind turbines change wind energy into electricity. So the wind blows the blades around and this movement turns into electricity. Solar panels change sunlight into electricity. Solar energy is collected and used to heat buildings to make electricity. Hydro energy is energy that comes from moving water. Water that flows fast and spins turbines that turn into electricity. Solar and wind hydro energy has many positives but also some negatives. It's important that renewables energies work in harmony with the environment around them. So we need all this energy to power lots of things that we use every day. Do you recognise any of those things, and can you think of any more? Talk to the person next to you about what you think. Yeah, I bet you recognise hairdryer, computer, even cooking as well. We use so much energy, so it's really, really important that we're using renewable energy. You have the power to help. You have the power to make sustainable choices every single day. What could you do to help the planet and the environment and all the biodiversity? Talk to the person sitting next to you about your ideas. You just need to do simple things every day, and that could be making a different choice, like instead of going in the car, riding your bike or walking, turning off lights when you leave a room, getting a renewable water bottle. And there's lots of other things you can do, like walking to school. All these little things help the planet, and you have the power to do that and make a change. If you want to have fun and help the planet, you can download the Earth Cubs app for free now, and you can use it at home and in your classroom. You can go through amazing environments like the Amazon rainforest and the Arctic, and you can meet cool characters like Antonio the Anteater or Nigel the Nervous Narwhal.
Hi there, Earth Cubs. My name is Nigel, the Nervous Narwhal. This video is all about climate change. So, what is climate change? How does it affect the planet? And how can you help? I live here in the freezing Arctic, one of the coldest places on Earth. It has so much ice and freezing water. There are loads of cool animals here too. From narwhals like me, to walrus, to polar bears, and loads of fish. Do you know what polar bears eat for lunch? Iceburgers! Not really, that's just a joke. They actually eat seals and fish. Watch out, little seals!
Quick, under here!
There are some things we need to know to really understand what's going on to our amazing planet Earth. The amount of greenhouse gases we create is increasing. This means the Earth is getting hotter. Phew! This is global warming. Hotter temperatures are bad for lots of reasons. For animals, plants, and people. So, because the Earth is getting hotter, this leads to climate change. Climate change is the changing of weather patterns over many years. Climate change happens because of the things humans do every day. Let's save the planet, not hurt it. What are greenhouse gases? Greenhouse gases make sure our planet is the right temperature. We need greenhouse gases so life can survive. Too many greenhouse gases cause problems for the whole planet. Some human activities create a lot of greenhouse gases. Human activities like burning fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas. We use these for energy like heating houses, electricity and fuel for cars. Trees are amazing for so many reasons. They create oxygen for us all to breathe. Trees are homes for loads of animals and insects. And trees also absorb greenhouse gas, like carbon dioxide. Deforestation is cutting down trees. The more trees and forests we cut down, the fewer trees there are to absorb greenhouse gases. Industrial factories burn lots of fossil fuels to make things. This creates more greenhouse gases, and that is not good. Human trash and rubbish, when left to rot, produces gases too. This is why recycling is so important. And check this out, even cows and their farts produce methane, and that's also a greenhouse gas.
Oops, please excuse me.
The ocean really helps our climate. It helps regulate the Earth's temperature, weather, rainfall, and even stores carbon dioxide. As oceans get warmer, coral reefs find it hard to survive. And we really need awesome coral reefs for animals and to fight global warming. So, how does climate change affect the Arctic, where I live? The Arctic is very important to the global climate. Permafrost is melting.
Permafrost is ground that remains frozen for at least 2 years.
Glaciers are receding.
My beautiful ice.
Sea ice is melting. And sea levels are rising. This has an impact on the Arctic ecosystems and animals. Arctic animals like polar bears, seals and walruses need sea ice to hunt. This has an impact on people too. Rising sea levels mean low-lying land might disappear. communities may have to move away from their seaside homes. How does climate change affect the whole planet? Climate change is happening everywhere, not just the Arctic. Because of more greenhouse gases and warmer temperatures, our planet is having more extreme weather, droughts, forest fires, hotter temperatures, flooding, and storms. Have you noticed any effects of climate change where you live? The global goals are the world's to-do list. There are 17 global goals. Global Goal 13 is climate action. Earth Cubs care about climate change. Everyone needs to work together towards the global goals for a better, healthier planet. So, how can you help? You can help in so many different ways. Can you think of any? Walk, cycle, or scoot short journeys to school or to the shops. Turn off lights when you leave a room, at home or in your class. Try having a meat-free meal one night a week. Changing little things in your daily routine really helps the planet and lowers the amount of greenhouse gases, which is an awesome thing to do. Learn more about how you can become more sustainable and awesome.
Have fun, play lots of games and learn lots of things about the environment and how you can have the power to help. Teachers, we have lots of learning resources available for you to kickstart your environmental journey, and you can check out the earthcubs.com website and you can have a look at our membership package as well too. Thanks a lot everybody for listening to this session, and I hope that you all enjoyed it very much. And I'm going to say the Earth Cubs motto now, which is learn the world. Goodbye.